there isn't a single player, coach, owner, GM, anyone in the NFL who deserved to win the Super Bowl more than Andy Reid. There is no doubt in my mind, okay? There is no doubt that if we didn't have Andy Reid, if the Eagles never signed Andy Reid, the Eagles wouldn't have a Lombardi trophy in their city. There's no doubt in my mind. Sure, he never won a Lombardi in Philly. But most of you Eagles fans are relatively young. You guys don't remember the Philadelphia Eagles pre-Andy Reid. The Philadelphia Eagles pre-Andy Reid weren't really going to NFC title games. They weren't really getting far into the playoffs. Sure, that one time where they went to the Super Bowl, the Eagles were average. The Eagles were not really relevant. The one guy who brought relevance to Philadelphia was Andy Reid. The Eagles go to 4 straight NFC title games. They go to 5 NFC title games in 8 years. They go to a Super Bowl partially because of Andy Reid. And there's no doubt in my mind that the Eagles are nothing but mediocrity in the 2000s and the 2010s if the Eagles don't have Andy Reid. And unless they got a coach who was varying levels better than Andy Reid, the Eagles don't have a Vince Lombardi trophy. So while a lot of Eagles fans might not like Andy Reid, they might not like that take right there. And here's the thing, I'm not a huge Andy Reid fan. I'm not. Andy Reid deserved to get fired from Philadelphia. In 2012, he deserved to be gone. He had deserved to be gone a year before that. Okay? Because at the end of Andy Reid's tenure with the Eagles, there was nepotism that caused the team to be bad. The unfortunate loss of his son due to an overdose, which I don't blame that on Andy Reid. That's a reason why the team was bad. Andy Reid needed a new place to go. And he went to Kansas City, and he was successful in Kansas City. He's one of the reasons why the Chiefs haven't had a losing season since they signed him. Sure, he's not that good at winning playoff games, but when his season was on the line in this Super Bowl, he did not play conservatively. He went for it on 4th down twice in the first quarter, and the Chiefs won. Did I think the Chiefs were going to win in my greatest dreams or nightmares? No, I didn't think they were going to win. I thought the 49ers were just going to pummel them like they had every other team they played, which they'd played 2 good offenses previously and just dogpiled them, but Kyle Shanahan choked again. But in my mind, Andy Reid deserved this win. There's no one else in this world that deserved to win this Super Bowl other than Andy Reid. And I am so happy for him as a person. Again, I'm not one of those guys who loves Andy Reid. I'm not one of those guys like, I wish we still had Andy Reid, because I don't. Because if we still had Andy Reid, we definitely wouldn't have won this. We definitely wouldn't have won this. Because he lost the locker room. He, was this player's first coach. He lost the organization. His coaching staff was revolting against him. He needed to go. And I'm happy he left. There was a good departure for not only him, but also the Eagles. So that's my feeling here. In my honest opinion, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. And I've known this since he was drafted. I've personally known this since he was drafted. I saw him play in college, and he is so deserving. He didn't even have a good game. So congratulations to the Chiefs and Andy Reid. He's got to be so happy right now. He's got to be elated right now. Us Eagles fans, I know for a fact that we all wore our Super Bowl 52 gear with so much pride, and a lot of us weren't rooting for Andy Reid, and that's fine. I wasn't 100% rooting for Andy Reid either, but I'm very happy that he finally gets that Lombardi trophy and he gets to feel the way that us Eagles fans do. And, during that game, we feel like Smeagol or Gollum in the Lord of the Rings. We're all sitting there like thinking to ourselves like, we need that precious. Give us that precious, because we have one precious. So hopefully the Eagles are there next year. But God, Andy Reid, such a class act and so deserving of that Super Bowl. And I've got nothing but respect for him, even though I'm glad that he no longer coaches the Eagles. That's all I have. I hope everyone has a nice night. That was an amazing Super Bowl. And I'm out. Peace.